Hello, my friends. I am here live. I thought I'd jump on here for a couple minutes and see who we can chat with here live. This is a live video. Let me know in the comments, where are you located? Where are you located? Are you playing the Mega Millions this weekend? The Mega Millions lottery this weekend. This isn't even a weekend. Oh my gosh, what year is it? 2023. Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year 2023. Hello, Joan. Hello. Thank you so much. So let me know in the comments, guys. A couple things. One, where are you located? Do you have any questions for me? Because even if you're not watching this live, I could address your question in a future live video after the fact, or maybe I'll get back to you in the comments. But regardless, let me know your questions, whether this is live or not live. But this is live right now. So thank you guys so much for joining. 785 million, says Matt Burns. That's right. It's the 6th largest lottery ever. Mega Millions tonight. Tonight is the drawing. And it could be you. If you play, it could be you. But if it is you, I hope that you come onto this podcast, because I'm definitely going to want to interview you. Let's see here. So, hi from the Netherlands. Hello. Thank you so much for watching from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. Hello from Louisiana. I love Louisiana. South Africa. Hello. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Tim. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year from the Philippines. I love the Philippines. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how many people won the lottery in the Philippines just a month or two ago. Hello from Nepal. Nepal. Oh, that's beautiful. Hello from Miami, Louisville, Kentucky, Boston, Switzerland. Oh my gosh, Don Rich, Switzerland. Hello. Thank you. Happy New Year from London. Hello in London. Hello in London. I hope you're playing some Euro Millions over there. Hello in Michigan. Hello. Hello. Happy New Year, everyone in North Carolina. I'm going to get to a few questions here, and then I'm going to start taking your questions in the chat. But let me know if you have any questions for me in the comments. So, and also, do you have any guest suggestions? I'm taking special requests for guest suggestions on this podcast. And I'm so excited. In just a few days, in less than a week, actually, I'm going to be releasing a new podcast interview on this podcast, Lottery Dreams and Fortune, with the contest queen, Carolyn Willman. She has helped other people win millions, and she has won several $100,000 herself. It's going to be a very, very fascinating interview. And so watch for that. I also have an upcoming interview with someone who is the head of the lottery in a state in the United States, and another guy who is a fascinating scientist, one of the most premier scientists in the world to study precognition and that sort of thing. So it's very interesting. Here we go. Inconsita Monkey Yang. I am just that is, I'm so sorry. That is not how you pronounce that, but you have a question. How long did you play the lottery before you won? I played probably 6 to 8 months. I'm just guessing, if that. No, it might have even been less than that. It was just a few months, though, after having this vivid dream that inspired me to play. And I believed, after having this dream, that I was going to win. And then it happened. It was really crazy. Hello from Finland, and very lucky New Year to everyone. Freaky Nightmare. Yes. Hello. And thank you for joining from Finland. Every week, 6 to 8 months, asks Z. It was not, well, it probably was just about every week, I would say. It was fairly consistent. It wasn't every single drawing, but it was fairly often after having the dream. So that's what happened to me. What mantra would you suggest to draw in your lottery numbers? I would say, so Advanced Trance, thank you so much for your question. I would say, if you are watching this video and you play the lottery, my advice is always to have fun with it and do what feels best to you, because it should be fun, and never ever spend more, of course, than you can afford, and just have fun with it. And you do have a chance with you play, so remember that. Does every country have lotto? Steven, no, I don't believe every country has the lottery, but many countries do, and there are different games, of course, depending upon where you win, and different rules and prizes. Do you like Powerball or Mega Millions more? Charlie Baker, that is a Charlie Baker coming in with the hot questions. Oh my gosh. So Charlie Baker, I would say today I like Mega Millions more, because it's the 6th largest jackpot ever. I believe it's 785 million, but they're both really incredible games. So Power of Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy has some great mantras. Check it out. Herbert Scott. Thank you so much, Herbert. Appreciate that. Yes, Joseph Murphy's very, very interesting. Do you use visualization before your win? Uproar. So I believed that I was going to win after having this dream about it, and of course I did imagine what it would be like to win. So it was very, very crazy when it actually did. I have my ticket. Do you, Tim? Lee Khan the Great. Well, maybe I should get one, Lee Khan. What do you think? I think I should, and then maybe I can interview myself on this podcast. But if you do, Lee Khan, then let's make a deal. You can come on to here, and we'll talk. Hey, Timothy, have you more chances of playing your own numbers every time than quick pick? Angel de la Rosa. So, Angel, I think what you're asking is quick pick or choose your own numbers. And I believe that you should do what feels best to you. Of course, most people win off of quick picks, computer generated picks in the lottery. Most people that play the lottery win like that, but more people play using quick picks. So, that might be why people win both ways. That's the truth of it. Yes, I am a winner, Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, I like your name. Do you still play the lottery? K Cran. Once in a while, K. Once in a while. Not very often, though, these days. If something inspires me to play, I'll play. But that's not, only if something inspires. If I were to have a dream about it, then absolutely, you could bet I would be playing. You are interviewing winners quickly. M. Alexander, thank you so much. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining. So your question, you are interviewing winners quickly. I do have more interviews coming up with lottery winners on this channel. So watch for those. And the next actual interview I'm releasing, which is going to be in less than a week, is with the contest queen, Carolyn Willman, which I am super excited about. She has won tons of, hundreds of thousands herself. She is the contest queen, but she's helped other people win millions. And it's very interesting. And I got to ask about her tips and her thoughts and her suggestions for other people that are entering contests and sweepstakes. And her answers were very, very interesting. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Timothy, how much money do you spend on the tickets which helped you win the jackpot? I know you advise us not to spend more than what we can afford. Linda M. Linda, thank you so much for your question. For me, I spent around $1 per ticket because in that at that time it was $1 for a ticket. Now I believe it's $2 in the United States to play one play. I just played one play typically, because that's basically all I could afford. And I believe that it only takes one to win. That's all you need for a chance to win. So there's no need to spend hundreds on tickets. I mean, it's kind of cool if you go into a pool or a syndicate, something where you're going in on it with coworkers or friends. And, I can see spending a lot of money on the lottery that way. But if it's just you playing, then you're really not increasing your odds. I mean, a lot of people don't even believe in odds. And so, but you're really not, you don't need to buy hundreds of tickets to have a chance. It only takes one to win, and that's the truth. Okay, so how did you make the believe that you? How did you? Okay, IG. I think you're asking how did it feel natural, and for me, I had this dream as I mentioned, but I had other dreams like that were very similar, and so that's what convinced me that it was the same type of dream. So it did feel natural to me. Other than your dream on the day you won, was it any different than your normal routine day? Johnny DK. Johnny, thank you so much for your question. Yeah, it was quite different. I mean, I would say I believed that I told other people that I was going to win after I saw the numbers. On the ticket, I really believed that I was going to win. I just felt that luck was on my side that particular day. I played this card game with friends when I got off work, and it was a color-coded card game. I couldn't see all the colors. It was a guessing game, a matching game, and I just guessed, and I won almost every game. It was not it was a color-coded game. So I was guessing because I couldn't decipher the different colors, but I won almost every game. And maybe some people think that's just coincidence too, but it did happen. It's pretty interesting. You still talk to okay. I can't talk. So I yeah, there's certain things I cannot speak about because of, okay. What is your approach to telling people no that ask you for money? Spiral Studios Entertainment. So, thank you so much for your question. What is my approach to telling people no? So, basically, when I won back in the day, I had a financial advisor and they helped me determine how much I could or could not spend to on anything, and then I allotted some of that budget to help other people, and I did a lot of things for other people to the extent that I felt that I could afford to do after speaking with financial advisors. And for other people, for things that I couldn't afford, I just had to be honest and say, hey, I can't afford this. And some people understood and some people did not understand, unfortunately, but most people were supportive. So I was happy about that. I don't have any questions, but you are awesome, man. Mr. Duke 173, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. I am following you and Mark Houghton. Was there a feeling of attachment to the jackpot when you won, or were you detached from the outcome? So, was there a feeling of attachment to the jackpot when you won, or were you detached from the outcome? So, thank you so much for your question. I had to read that a couple times just to fully understand your question. So, when I played the lottery back in the day, I wasn't after a certain specific amount. I didn't have a dream about the specific amount. I didn't feel that it would be a certain amount. I just felt that I would win the lottery after having this dream, and then it happened. And so that's how it felt to me. Although there are plenty of people that I've interviewed that some of those people anyway believed they were going after a certain specific amount. One person wrote out a check for £1,000,000 and then won £1,000,000 exactly from Euro Millions. Another woman, of course, most people know Cynthia Stafford, who was after a certain amount. And I wrote out 3.2 million ROA, 3.2 million. Yes. Mark Houghton got too many rules. Just play okay, here we go. Theme amongst, oh man, we just started and this is like going like lightning. This is like lightning. You have no amount for me other than, okay, I had 2 lottery dreams that I felt so real. I really woke up thinking I won. Maybe when I have the 3rd dream, it will come true. Curity. Well, Curity, or maybe it'll come true if you play. I mean, all it takes is 1 ticket to win. If you play, you do have a chance, and that dream could become a reality. I mean, you never know. Or maybe you do know. Maybe you do know. Do you feel as though the lottery has an algorithm to it? Tori, I believe that most games in the United States and a lot of the world are very, very credible, very, very secure, and I don't believe that they're set up for certain people to win. But I do think after interviewing someone, this interview will be released in a few weeks, someone that was ahead of the lottery in a certain state in the United States, that he really got to speak about the extent of the security, and they even know, at least in the games he is speaking about, they know who wins after it happens before it's released to the public. Is very, very interesting. They oftentimes know anyway. Always ask your dream what you're live. They should just watch the video you made about it. Everyone always asks about your dream when you're live. They should just, okay, I see what you're saying. Destiny, yes. Yeah, so Destiny makes a great point here. So I did make a video about my dream. So for anyone that has a question or questions about that, you can always go onto my channel and look at some of those videos I did about the dream, because I did a couple of them. And I've also interviewed other people that have dreamt about it. So it's very, very interesting to me. But of course, that doesn't happen to everyone. And a lot of people that win the lottery, of course, have not had a dream about it. You don't need to have a dream about it to have a chance to win, but you do need a ticket. And it's 785 million tonight. Who is playing? Let me know in the comments. 6th largest jackpot ever. Yeah, I watched the interview with Cynthia Stafford and her $112 million win. Well, I am Bam Bam Labrador. I love Labradors. Thank you so much for your comments. Okay. I play Mr. Sandman. 2 digital tickets here. Matt Burns. I wish you good luck. Let's come onto this podcast and talk to me. Can you feel other lottery winners do a pool play together and then donate it to charity? People like you and Cynthia Stafford. Okay. So the question is, do people, can you donate this to charity? Okay, I'm not sure if I completely understand that question, Documentary Records, but thank you so much. I do think, I've donated to many charities over the years. I know many other people that have, and I believe that would be awesome. I love that idea. So I got my tickets. I'm visualizing going to Tallahassee. Herbert Scott. Nice. I love it. I play twice a week in my country, Black Quiver. Hello, Black Quiver. Thank you for joining today. How much did you actually win? I won a $28 million jackpot. That was the initial jackpot. In my dream, I won the lottery and went and woke up. Remember the numbers 2 and 11, also 211. Okay, Dennis, it sounds like you're into numerology. I like that. So I have a question here from one from last time I'm going to take. So I want to remind anyone that's watching this that you missed the live. I'm going to take more live questions here in just a moment. For anyone that is watching this after the fact that missed the live, if you have any questions, put those in the comments and I could address that in the next video. And also, guys, let me know, do you have any guest suggestions? I'm taking your suggestions in the comments. And where are you in the world? Where are you watching from right now, this moment? Thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to get to a question here from Gary Stuntin 9339, who asks, he says, I saw you on Lottery Changed My Life. That's a reality show that has been on TLC. Can you talk about that video, please? Also, can you try to get an interview with Manuel Franco? Gary Stuntin 9339. Gary, thank you so much for your question. Yes, so I was on Lottery Changed My Life a couple times, at least a couple times, a couple different episodes. And it's a show that was on TLC in the United States, although I think it's played all over the world, reality show. So yeah, there was a really, really fun experience. I've been on a number of television shows and I love that type of thing. It was so much fun. And one thing that I have learned over the years from participating in shows like this and many other shows, and as well as productions that I've worked on, is that it's always amazing that they shoot so much. It's like days of shooting for a segment. And I find that very, very interesting. I just participated in this other very popular YouTube program not too long ago. And it was an all-day shoot. And it came down to, I think, a 15-minute block or something like that. But anyway, I love that type of thing. Also, Manuel Franco. Yes, of course, I would love to interview him. His story is absolutely fascinating. So I certainly would love to do that. So, okay, so here we go. Some questions here. What was your synchronicity when you were about your win? Bullhead Entertainment. So I believed that it was going to win. I felt very lucky that particular day. I had a dream the next day, even when I woke up, that signified the end of something. And it was just really, really crazy. It was very, very surreal. Hey, Tim, interview Shane Misler. Yes, I would love to interview Shane Misler. And I do hope that happens at some point. His story is very, very interesting. I'm old and ready to win, Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman, you are never too old to win. You are never too old to win. So remember that. Interview a lottery official. I did. Kevin Jones, thank you so much. I did interview a lottery official. That interview is coming probably at the end of this month. Please interview Mr. Beast. Z, thank you so much. I would love to interview Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is an icon. He's very interesting. Hi, Tim. And also for anyone one of the things I do on this channel, in addition to these interviews, I cover news, some of the craziest news stories from around the world pertaining to the lottery and that sort of thing. And Mr. Beast just purchased 1,111 lottery tickets. For anyone that missed that video, I will put that below. That was just for December's lottery news. But he purchased all these lottery tickets because he has 1,111,000. Just all these subscribers who he's celebrating. He purchased all these lottery tickets. So exactly. Yes, that's right, Z. So I want to watch those episodes you were on. I'm going to have to watch Black Quiver. Yes, Black Quiver. I'm sure you can find it. Somewhere out there. I need an interview in a few days after I cash my ticket. Yes. Well, let's set that up, Mr. Sandman. Do you know if the California 1 billion came forward, or do they have to go on TV? Steven, thank you so much for your question. So for people that might not be familiar, there was the largest lottery jackpot ever that was just won a few weeks ago. And it was actually, I believe, over 2 billion, I believe, with this crazy prize. And one single ticket won it in California. And in the rules in California, my understanding is that you have to claim it publicly. They will not disclose your address, but your name, I believe, has to be out there. But there are ways to go under the radar. So whoever it is, I hope that they are getting their ducks in a row. I hope they are getting financial advisors, attorneys, estate attorneys. I hope they are just getting everything together prior to claiming the ticket. I believe that's probably what is happening right now. Okay, so here we go. Another question. First of all, let me know in the comments, guest suggestions. Where are you guys in the world? Do you have a favorite film about the lottery? Kay Cran. Thank you for your question, Kay Cran. I don't know too many. I don't have a favorite film about the lottery, but I know there are some out there that are very entertaining. So maybe we should make one. I think we should make one. Let's start with this. I have some favorite interviews about the lottery. I've interviewed a lot of really interesting lottery winners on this channel. I plan to impact society in a positive way with my lottery winning. Well, I believe that you will. Okay. Do you work out? Mitsun 220312. Yes, I do. And you don't need the new year to do something like that. I think if you have the time and the ability, exercise is always good for people. What is your biggest regret after winning your jackpot? Chateau chat. I hate to have a canned answer like this, but I really don't have too many regrets because I've always done what I thought was best at the time. Now, in retrospect, I've learned a lot of things, so I would make some different choices some of the time, but I believe that I've always done what I thought was best, so I don't have regrets, really. What would you do if you lost money? Well, I don't know. I don't think that way. I think of how you can be healthy and positive and try to make the best of your life. Yes, I can't pronounce your name, but yes, your answer is yes. Do you feel like the lottery has an algorithm to it? No, I don't necessarily believe that. How many tickets did you buy when you won the lottery? I purchased one ticket when I won. When I played, I mostly played one ticket at a time. Okay. Do you buy land, Mr. Sandman? I don't buy land. Over the years I've purchased real estate. Oh, Earth Angel Sherry, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super and for your question, Earth Angel Sherry. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your videos. Congrats on 42,000 subs. Appreciate all the content. Okay, let's get back to appreciate all the content and hope you have an awesome 2023. I can't wait for all the new content. You're awesome. Earth Angel Sherry, thank you so much for your generous super and for your kind words. I really, really appreciate it. That means the world to me. It really does. This channel is a labor of love, and I really, really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, Earth Angel Sherry. Do you meditate often before winning? JG. So JG, nowadays I'm all about meditation. I understand what it is more. Back then when I won, I wasn't really into meditation necessarily, although I did pray and I did have some experiences. I believe that I was in a meditative mindset sometimes, but I wasn't doing it intentionally necessarily. At least I didn't understand the word meditation. So how do you keep your vibration up, stay optimistic when you didn't win on your initial tickets? Do you think your mood, okay, look at this back up here. Do you think your mood, okay. This scrolled away into the ethers of someplace, but I think your question was, how did I stay optimistic? How do you stay optimistic? And for me, I felt that if it was meant to happen, it was going to happen. I didn't that's just the way I felt after having a dream about it. And then when it did happen, it was really, really crazy. But I just felt that I gained a lot of happiness from where I worked, even though I was making a little over minimum wage for as a gas station clerk, as an assistant manager at a gas station. So I wasn't wealthy by any means, but I felt that I had a lot of friends. I felt that I was very connected to a lot of people. And I think that can create happiness for people. And I was very happy at the time. I love it. Thanks, Tim. Z, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Tim M. Alexander. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. So, what is your best and worst purchase after winning? Chateau Chat. My best purchase, best and worst. Oh my gosh. This is really putting me on the spot, guys. So, best purchase at the time, I think, was this video game system because I was 21 years old and I thought that was awesome. Also, a new vehicle. It was a really big deal to me, something I couldn't afford before when I won. So, to me, that was probably the best. The worst purchase, I think, was probably, I don't know. Oh, I know. Yeah, there was this crazy set of golf clubs that I paid an obscene amount of money for, and I didn't even play golf. And I just got it to get it and thought, oh, well, this is what wealthy people do. They play golf and they're really good at golf. So I'll buy this super expensive set of golf clubs and I'll go out there and play golf and I'm going to like do amazing because I have these super pro set of golf clubs, right? And I get out there and I'm all, get into it. And then I hit it and it goes like 20 feet sideways. And I quickly learned that golf is not about the monetary value of the clubs. It's about the skill. Okay. How can you interview me when I win Nadwa? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You bet. That's definitely right. Where did you look to find a financial advisor? D Sugar Ray. So I went with Friends of the Family. Friends of the Family is where I looked, but there are a lot of places. I did a whole video on how to find a financial advisor. So you want to check that out on the channel. So I went in depth about my suggestions, my recommendations about how to find a financial advisor. There's definitely plenty of places to look, and it doesn't necessarily at all need to be anybody that you know. Do you still have lucid dreams, Black Quiver? Thank you for your question, Black Quiver. Yes, I do. I do have lucid dreams. And I wouldn't always call them even lucid dreams. I would call them just, I actually don't know. Sometimes some people call them astral experiences. I think that's a term that's very interesting if you're into that sort of thing. I'm playing the Mega Millions. Michael Vaughn. Yes. It's sixth largest jackpot ever tonight, 785 million. Hey, if nobody wins this, it's going to get closer and closer to $1 billion, guys. So watch out for that. What do I do? Hi, I love your channel. Keep the good work. Melina Gradiva. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Do you still play the lottery? Okay, the edits asks, hi, Tim, do you still play the lottery? Oh my gosh. This is scrolling like crazy. Welcome to 2023. Bomb to Beast Euro Millions. Born to Beast. Born to Beast Euro Millions. Yes. And you know what? I really want to interview more people that have won Euro Millions. I have interviewed 2 people that have won the Euro Millions on this podcast, but I absolutely want to interview more. There's so many interesting stories from all over the world, and I cover them on this channel, but there's so many people that I'm so excited to be interviewing in the future. Okay. Do you train Muay Thai? Hi, Tim. I know you train Muay Thai. You should give Jiu Jitsu a try. Hey, Robert. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jiu Jitsu. So that's more like wrestling. And I have so much respect for Jiu Jitsu. And yes, I do train Muay Thai still. I love it. I love the challenge mentally and physically. I think that I just love it. And I have not done Jiu Jitsu, but I have so much respect for it. I used to wrestle when I was younger. So I'm going to win the Euro Millions. I'll be in touch. Angela Gardner. Angela, I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Did you lose some relationships? This is Gemini P. Gemini P, you must be okay. Gemini P, did you lose some relationships because you won the lottery? Gemini P. Well, Gemini P, I did. I did lose a couple, but most relationships were, I did not. Most people were very supportive, so I'm very grateful for that. Okay. So I want to get to another question here that came from a video from the last time I went live, from Genna Manga from Japan. And first of all, thank you so much for your support from Japan. And for anyone watching this video, if you have questions for me, even if this is not live, put those in the comments below and I will try to get back to those. That could be a question in the next video. And also let me know any guest suggestions in the comments below. But Genna Manga from Japan says, I had a question. You were not born wealthy. So after winning, did you stay with the same people or did you live among wealthy people? How did wealthy people react to you? And what did you think of them? So Genna Manga from Japan, thank you so much. I would say that most people, even wealthy people, were very supportive of me after I won the lottery. And I know there's this stigma out there among some people about, if you didn't earn the money and it's just given to you, will other people respect you in the same way? And from my experience, some people did and some people did not. Some people thought, oh, this person just got a free handout. They don't, there wasn't the same level of respect. But for other people, they were just happy for me and they wanted the best for me, both wealthy people and people that weren't wealthy. So I've seen both sides of that. It's very interesting. How did wealthy people, and then you asked, what did I think of wealthy people? And, I think that I had friends and I still have friends that are very wealthy and some that are not. And I think that, monetary value is not necessarily indicative of your worth, of who you are as a person, your dignity, So, okay, so let's get to some of these other questions here. Ever considering getting LASIK eye surgery? Oh my gosh. I have not considered getting LASIK eye surgery. Oh, for glasses. That's what you're probably talking about. No, I actually can't. I can't do that because the way my eyes are, they wouldn't let me do that. But I could get some crazy different glasses. Is your YouTube full-time occupation, or did you go back to a 9-to-5? Alina 13, 9-to-5. I just heard this. There's this old school song from Dolly Parton about 9-to-5. Who's heard that one? I mean, that is a hit. That's like an old school song. I heard it the other day and I just thought of that. But no, so YouTube is what I'm doing right now. It's a labor of love. I'm so passionate about this. I'm so passionate about connecting with you guys, about interviewing interesting people, sharing those interviews with the world and covering some of the most interesting stories from around the world as well. And that's what I'm doing on this channel. YouTube is the only thing I'm doing. I have not had like a job. I mean, I have worked since I won the lottery. I have worked hard over the years, but what I've been doing was not necessarily for money. It was for, experience and to create these awesome things. I've worked on quite a few films, worked on a festival that I did for quite a few years. And so that's the type of thing that I've done. And now this YouTube and this podcast, I'm very, very passionate about. And it's not a 9-to-5, but I do love it. And that's what I'm doing right now. What do you think is the purpose of the period between life and death? Flash life. That's a very interesting question. So I'm actually interviewing, I've interviewed a near-death experience survivor on this channel who died for 11 and a half minutes. I'm going to be interviewing another one shortly. And and I've met a number of people that are very intuitive and people that have had these crazy experiences, as well as scientists, quantum physicists, people who study this sort of thing, who are very credible. And it's very, very interesting. What is the purpose of our life? I mean, I think I don't have all of the answers for that, but I do believe that there is no, I mean, my personal opinion is that there is no death, and the energy can neither be created nor destroyed. And there's so much that we don't know, that we don't necessarily sense, and is very, very interesting. Okay. All right. Another question here. How can you trust a financial advisor after winning 100 million? They must be jealous or tell others about the winnings. Destiny C. Destiny, you are not alone. I think a lot of people that play the lottery, and I'm sure plenty of people that win, are thinking the same thing. How can you trust someone to, if in your money, if you legitimately win? This could be you if you're watching. If you win millions and dollars, 100 million, or it doesn't have to be dollar, anything, you win a mass amount of money, how are you going to trust someone? I did a video about how to find a financial advisor on my channel. I will put that below, but I think there is this level of you sort of have to put yourself out there, but there are ways in which you can try to avoid people. Like, look for someone that's a fiduciary, for one thing, people that are legally bound to act in your best interest. And, and interview people. There's no pressure to find someone, especially if you have that kind of money. There are plenty of qualified people that are going to want to help you. Thank you for your channel, Tim. It's super inspiring and positive. Love from British Columbia, Lucky 7. Love to you, Lucky 7. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, when I win, I won't be able to get back to interview me in my country when they don't announce who won. Giovanna D. Giovanna D, even if you claim a prize anonymously, I can still interview on this podcast, on this channel. I can blur your face. I can disguise your voice. There are plenty of ways to do the interview without putting you out there. So no word, no need to. Can you link me? Okay, here we go. Thank you, Tim. I am going to win the Euro Millions Jackpot prize by Camelot. Love, Helen. Helen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I love Camelot and Euro Millions, so I wish you good luck. That would be awesome. Have you met or know any lottery winners that have doubled or multiplied their initial winnings? The uber successful. That's an excellent question. So I have met, I mean, if you invest it correctly, you can do that. And I have met people that have done that. Yes. Did you buy the winning ticket on the same day you won? Twins. Yes, twins. Yes, the answer is yes to that one. What about trust fund? Experts in business ask. So a trust fund is something that if you win the lottery, you might want to consider, depending upon which country you live in. It can be helpful in some situations. I'll be telling you my story soon. T Unique. I look forward to that one. You dreamed you won, so you went to buy the ticket. How come some people dream a lot and don't win yet? Did you meet people that won years later? Butterfly Princess. Thank you for your question. I really appreciate it. I've done a couple videos on this channel about people who have won the lottery after having dreams about it. And for some people, because I find it very interesting, because that happened to me. And some people watching this think that's just a coincidence. You have a dream about it and then you win the lottery. But a lot of people think that it's not. And I find it very, very interesting. It happened to me. So for me, it's sort of personal. And so I've done a lot of research on other people, because it's happened to a lot of people. And some people, it's been the next day, literally the next day, hours later. And for other people, it's been decades later. So it's all over the place. You should interview David Bromstone with My Lottery Dream Home. I would love to. I mean, that would be amazing. That's for sure. I win when I hear one voice. Okay. All right. I will move away if I win, says Charlie Baker. Well, Charlie, I don't blame you. Some people, that's best for some people. Was it difficult process to claim the money when you won? D Sugar Ray. Was it difficult process? So there was some paperwork, I would say. I don't remember it being too difficult, but I had people helping me. So that's the way it was for me. This is Mexico. Sueno Hechos Realidad Silva, Mexico. Well, thank you for watching from Mexico. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, yeah, absolutely. I would love to interview you. Thank you. So let's get to another question here. Let me know in the comments, guys. Guest suggestions. Guest suggestions. Who would you like me to interview on this podcast? On this podcast, who would you like me to interview? I love checking out your guest suggestions. I think it's more of a vision than dream in my culture. Okay. Imagine buying an island and government owned land. Watch a community grow. Any dreams that come any more dreams that come true? Chateau Chat. Yes, I do have dreams. I do have dreams that come true fairly often, and I find it is so interesting. It's very interesting. Cynthia Stafford Part 2. I love her energy and insight. Herbert Scott, thank you so much. I would love to interview Cynthia again. Perhaps that might happen. I got one Mega Millions ticket today. Spiral Studios Entertainment. I wish you good luck. If you win, Spiral, you heard it here first. You have to come onto this podcast. It's the 6th largest jackpot ever. 785 million Mega Millions tonight. Tonight it's happening. Hey Tim, long-time watcher, first-time commenter. Gary Stuntin is in the house. I would love to see an interview with Manuel Franco. Yay! And when I win me. Okay, yeah, Gary, absolutely, Gary. And I would love to interview Manuel Franco and, of course, yourself. So, yes, definitely. Guest suggestions. Melodia Harris. She won $745,000 through the law of attraction. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Finally Famous. Appreciate that. Who won the $2 billion? Diego Brianos. That is the $2 billion question, Diego. Who won the $2 billion? Someone in California. One single ticket. No one has come forward yet, so we don't know yet, but they have 1 year, I believe, to redeem it. So we will probably find out at some point. The lottery draw here is in a few minutes. Maybe I'm the winner. It will be fun. Social Lion, if you are, this chat is going to go crazy, and we're going to have to talk afterwards. I won $15 in a bonus ticket with the law of attraction. Shelford, well, congratulations to you. Can you interview a lottery official? D. Sugar Ray, yes, I can. I already did that. In fact, it's going to be released probably in just a few weeks. Shane Misler would be incredible. Ave Entertainment Group, I absolutely agree. I would love to interview Shane Misler on here. Hi, I'm practicing law of attraction for the lottery manifestation. Soon you will interview me from Dubai. Okay, absolutely. I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much. What happened if no one claims the ticket? I think you're talking about the $2 billion ticket that was sold in California a few weeks ago. If no one claims that, then what happens typically is it goes back into the state, to where all the places where the money was put into it, it goes back into that. And then the different states that participated have their own rules about where that money goes. Oftentimes it goes into the educational system and things to help society. Is there a guy in Costa Rica who has won the big Christmas lottery prize 7 times? So it's quite possible. I'm not familiar with that story, but I would love to hear about it if that's the case. Hi, I'm practicing law of attraction for lottery manifestation. So you'll interview me from Dubai. Yes. Hello. Yeah, absolutely. Would love to hear more about Euro Millions jackpot winners. Thank you so much for your positive channel. Freaky Nightmare, thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. So I do have to get going pretty soon, guys. Do you guys have any more questions for me? And if you missed this, again, if you are watching this after the fact and it's not live, put your questions in the comments and I'll try to address that in a future video. I got to contact you. I just won a lottery. Michael Bryant. Congratulations to you, Michael. Okay. Thank you for spreading hope and inspiration in a world of cynicism. Didi Ken, thank you so much for your supports. I really, really appreciate your kind words. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's see here. I got to contact you. Just one. Hi, Timothy. I need your. Okay. This is scrolling by fast. I'm going to win the Euro Millions. All right. Maybe interview David Lee Edwards, kids or family. Thanks for the suggestion. Yes, bring a jackpot official on. I want to know when I win. It will be anonymous. X-Ray. Okay, I completely respect that, X-Ray, if you have that option. Jay Vargas, he was on an ABC special with Cynthia Stafford. Caleb Bronstead, thank you so much for the suggestion. I really, really appreciate that. I would love to interview him, of course, if he's available. So let's get to another question here. What do you think, my sticky illusion, what do you think about AI, artificial intelligence, picking lottery numbers? So this is a lot of people are talking about this now. The state of Maryland in the United States is now using a computer system to choose their lottery numbers, and some other places do this. There's a place in Canada that does this, and they really, supposedly it's very, very secure, more secure than the ping pong balls, the old-fashioned way of doing it. It seems to be the way things are transitioning, but I know from a lot of comments on here that some people are not so keen on that, but other people are. So it's interesting. I'd love to do a more in-depth video on that, but supposedly it's very secure. Jay Vargas. Okay. Someone's talking about that. How did you feel after the big shock when you won? So for me, it was very, very surreal. It was very euphoric. It was one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. And it felt almost like an out-of-body experience. I felt like a little kid in a candy store. It just felt like, it was really like a dream I couldn't wake up from. But it's only like state game, right? Not like the big games, Mega Millions or Powerball. No, so that was the Powerball. So that was in the United States is what happened to me back in the day. What's up with billion lottery technical glitch a few months ago? Kind of sketchy, says Chateau Chat. Well, this lottery official that I interviewed, this interview that's coming out soon, not the next one, but coming out probably towards the end of January, I would guess, is I got to ask this lottery official about just that very question. And his answer was very, very interesting. And there's so much that goes on that we just don't see behind the scenes. And I mean, after speaking with him, I think it's very legitimate, and they have to maintain the integrity of the game is what it comes down to. So, okay. So the AI picker, it's only for like state game, right? It's not the big games like Mega Millions or Powerball. Lake Atman asks that question. So that's an excellent question. Thank you so much. So the Maryland, I believe, is just the state of Maryland, but I do need to do more research into that. As far as I know, yeah, it's not Powerball or Mega Millions right now. Do you still have that gaming system? Okay, do you still have DJ Sugar Ray's asking if I still have this gaming system? I saw a lot. Okay. All right. So these are too many questions. So first of all, do I still have the gaming system? Yes, I do still have the gaming system somewhere. Thank you for your question. That's the first thing I purchased at age 21 after winning the lottery. Now I have this other question that I want to get to. I saw a lottery show on YouTube and they said you lost everything. I hope that isn't true. Emoji crying. Oh my gosh, X-ray. Thanks for your question. It isn't true. I don't know where you heard that, but okay. Oh, Claudia Arviva, thank you so much. Thank you for the super, and thank you for your question. I really appreciate it. Did you help any family and friends after you won? Claudia, thank you so much for your question. Yes, I did. I helped quite a few people. I did a lot of things for a lot of people to the extent that I felt that I could. It was one of my priorities, because if you win the lottery, for myself and for a lot of people that I think are in this situation, they're not surrounded. All of a sudden, they're sort of like an outlier. At least I was. I mean, I was 21 years old working at a gas station trying to put myself through college. I wasn't wealthy by any means. I wasn't homeless either. But so I guess what I'm getting at is that my peers, the people around me, even the people closest to me, hardly any of those people, if any of those people, were wealthy. So yeah, I did what I felt that I could for other people, because those are the people I loved and cared about. And for some strangers as well, of course. Are we all in the Matrix? Oh, that's a good question. It's a really interesting. I mean, I could talk forever about that. That's very, very interesting. I am from an Arabic country. Can I win the jackpot? Well, different countries have different rules. You have to see if they sell the lottery in your country. So I only have a couple more minutes here, guys. Have you interviewed a multiple jackpot winner yet? K. Cran. Thanks for your question, K. Cran. I have interviewed people that have won more than one prize. I guess it depends what you... one person I interviewed was Mark Houghton, who's won a number of different prizes. This is a Matrix. I'm the maker, Mr. Sandman. Well, Mr. Sandman, it's nice. It's nice to meet the maker is in our chat, guys. This is awesome. Tim, if the comments are scrolling too fast, turn on slow mode. Gary Stuntin, thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate that. So this live thing is all new to me. I've only been doing this for a few weeks, and typically, if you're new to this channel, you might not know that typically what I don't do lives that often. Lately, I've been doing one every couple weeks or so, every 2 or 3 weeks. But most of what I do on here are interviews with people and videos that, are quite different than the live. But I have had some positive feedback for the live, and I like connecting with you guys. It gives us a chance to connect with you. So I love that. Did you think that becoming a millionaire changed your attitude, how to view life after that freaky nightmare? That's an excellent question. So, I'm sure. I mean, I was 21 years old. I went from working at a gas station for a little over minimum wage, trying to put myself through college, to all of a sudden seeing this whole other spectrum of things. So I've seen kind of both sides of it. And so I think it probably changed my perspective, but it definitely didn't change who I was as a person. And as I've said on this channel, for myself and for a lot of people that I've met that have won the lottery, I believe that for most people, I can't speak for everybody, but for most people that win the lottery, I think it can make you a larger version of yourself, perhaps, but not going to change who you are as a person. Tim, it's fun to talk with you. Looking forward to being a guest, Dylan Wangard. I look forward to that as well, Dylan. Thank you so much. Hey, man, I find your videos fascinating, not for the lottery wins, but the interviews, especially the near death. So my question to you is, do you believe in ESP and why? Liqua. I may be pronouncing that. I may be pronouncing that name incorrectly, but that's a really interesting question. Yes, I do absolutely believe in that type of thing. And why? Because I've had many experiences about that type of thing. I've met many people. I mean, I produced a feature-length documentary on ghosts and went all over the world. I've met plenty of people that are into that sort of thing, and some people are not into that, and that's fine. But I find that sort of thing really, really interesting. As well as I just interviewed this scientist, one of the top scientists in the world studying ESP and that sort of thing. So that interview is coming out in a few weeks. I find it very interesting. Just wanted to say hi. I love your channel. I'm looking forward to putting your advice to work after my win. JB, awesome. Excited. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So excited to be a guest on your YouTube channel. Yes, I love it. Manage your own blah. Okay, if I win and know to manage on your own, still need an advisor and attorney. Thomas is asking, do you need an advisor and attorney if you win the lottery? The answer to that is it's the short. Well, it depends upon how much you win. It depends upon where you win, what your goals are. I think it's a good idea for a lot of situations. I don't think everyone needs it. Will you interview Asia lottery winner twins? I would love to. I would absolutely love to. Okay, so I have like 1 more minute and I have to get going, guys. Do you still do any claymation animation? Still, Johnny DK. So I produced a couple stop motion animations. I'm sure you can find them on YouTube, where you take thousands of photographs and have these little characters that are made out of clay. One of them is Plato's allegory of the cave. You can Google it. Another one is the shepherd boy and the wolf. It's an animated version of basically the boy who cried wolf. And so I produced those. I was one of the producers on those. And I haven't done that for a while, but I find it very, very interesting. It's such a unique look for animation. Okay, so do you have any techniques above? All right. So unfortunately, I do have to go, guys, but watch for the interview with the contest queen coming out next week. So watch for that. She has helped other people win millions, and her own story is very, very interesting, as well as with a lottery official coming out soon, and some others that I'm super, super excited about. But I'm so it just I love connecting with you guys here on this live. So I'm so glad that we have an opportunity to do this. And if anyone is playing the lottery tonight, wherever you are in the world, whether it's the Mega Millions, 6th largest jackpot ever, 785 million, or another lottery somewhere else, Euro Millions, I wish you good luck. And I look forward and hope to interview you on this podcast. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Happy 2023. Happy 2023. I wish you the best. I really appreciate your support, and thank you guys so much for watching.